Hello there. Good morning. This is a little bit different. This is mostly just going to be audio and me talking about stuff. And the conversation of the day is the H2m mod. Now, what is H2m? Well, H2m is the abbreviated, shortened, whatever the fuck, for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. This is a mod that's been worked on for a while, and it was supposed to come out August 16th on a Friday. It has not. On August 15th, Activision sent a cease and desist to the mod creators, so it's all shut down. However, everyone on the platform, in the community, genuinely believes that Activision has done this because of the conspiracy theory that that they were just trying to get money off of Modern Warfare Remastered people who had bought that after they had taken it off sale and then hit this thing with a C&D. That's all fine and good to believe that, sure. That's not the problem here. In fact, everyone seems to be pinning this on Activision for shutting it down, when realistically, nobody's asking the actual important question about this. How the fuck did they find out? Well, I'll tell you how they found out. And this is going to be very boring because no visuals, purely audio. You can look at this right now. I want you to look up on YouTube, H2m mod, and see what videos come up when they're not talking about the cease and desist. I won't name names, but every big content creator who is either on good terms with Activision or not got this fucking mod earlier in the week. And you know what they did? They put out content about it because that's what they do. They're content creators. However, I can't be the only one who looks at all those videos from, I don't know, 5-6 days ago, where people were just singing the praises of this thing. What did you think, honestly? What did this community believe was going to happen if we went around tooting our own horn that this was a thing? Really? Does nobody pay attention to what happens with fan projects or fan games? Which got me thinking about a Wooly Versus video, which I will put in the comments below so people can look at it. It is a PSA for fan game developers, fan project developers, people who are working on cool ass shit that has to do with something they don't legally own. It's unofficial. And the gist of it, if you are working on a fan project or something cool that you don't own, technically, and you want to share it with the world, don't. We don't want to see it until it's done. I don't want to know about this fucking thing until it's out. However, I suppose another way to handle it is just to go to every big mouthpiece that Activision that they know about, that they pay attention to, because they follow this shit. They follow the big content creators. I can't be crazy, right? I know that the COD community has been given a lot of shit for not being the sharpest knives in the drawer, but this is a moment where we can show, hey, we're not complete fucking asses here. Albeit, I have been kind of taking a break with this series, but besides that, this mod was not shut down because of well, maybe it was shut down because of that weird conspiracy. However, that should have never happened in the first place had they never been even had the inkling that something like this was out there. By the way, this isn't the only Modern Warfare 2 style, like the remastered one where they've tried to turn it into a multiplayer thing. This isn't the first time. Activision shut down the other Modern Warfare 2 mod. So let's
Hey guys.
Oops. It's some guy. Let me adjust my audio here. There we go. Now you won't hear her the watch this guy, but let's go to Watchful Wolf. I'm looking at Watchful Wolf's channel right now. 1 year ago, he announced that he was working on a Modern Warfare 2 mod for Modern Warfare Remastered. In fact, roughly a year ago, actually, this was announced a year ago, almost to the day. This thing was announced August 15th, 2023. It was shut down August 15th, 2024. So if people want to be mad at Activision, they can. But this isn't really their fucking fault. Because they shouldn't have known about it. And all of you should have kept this under your hat. But you couldn't, could you? So that's where it puts us. It puts us in a situation where now another community mod for this thing is dead. Which I'd like to stress something. How many of you have heard of the COD alternate like server browser called Plutonium? All right. Now, the thing about Plutonium is when I had initially used it the first time, they actually had links to gutted versions of the COD games that they were supporting. They have removed those links to that. That's the only thing that Plutonium, as far as a COD launcher, has actually changed. Is they're like, well, we're not. You have to own a copy of this. This is just dedicated servers. So, Plutonium is able to get away with existing. In fact, it's the safest and only way you can play these particular COD games online still. Um, Another thing that I've just noticed about Plutonium's website is their donation thing. You can only donate in cryptocurrency. So their like methods of how they want to make money off this, Activision seems to be letting this slide just fine. So this Plutonium is perfectly safe. It has been. There were some troubles about a year ago. However, this Plutonium mod, this thing's been around for a while. Only recently did it get Black Ops 1 support. But Plutonium as a COD server browser is still around. It's safe to play COD games on it, the ones that it supports. And it's been around for years. You know why it's been around for years? Because they didn't try to drum up fucking shit for it. If I look up Plutonium mod or COD, they the Plutonium creators, they have a little YouTube channel. They have some content. But you know what it is? Hey, here's you go 7 years ago. Hey, here's matchmaking in like Modern Warfare 3. So, what can we take away from Plutonium in terms of how it handled being a mod or a mod? Yeah, it's a modification for your COD games. It changes things. It changes how it does multiplayer. So, how come they're fine, but this Modern Warfare 2 remastered mod isn't fine? Well, if you look up videos when it comes to people who talk about Plutonium, yeah, a lot of the when content creators seem to have discovered it was probably a few years after the fact, after betas and all this. You know, this thing was had spent some time to grow and develop roots with the community. So realistically, there wasn't a reason for Activision to shut it down. Or at least they couldn't find a good one, other than I think they told them, hey, you can't just be like offering rips of our games on here. Can you remove those links? Sure, boss, no problem. They removed those links and they're fine now. So this has been on my mind because briefly, this got into my purview, into my newsfeed somehow about this mod because I wasn't really following it. But I knew instantly what happened to H2m as soon as I looked it up and saw what the method of releasing this thing really looked like. Now, I want to touch on why Activision may have shut this down. And the only thing that comes to mind is possibly that because there is Modern Warfare 2 remastered content in here, and they are moving it over to a different game, as well as the main YouTube guy, like, hey, I'm in a roundabout way, he was making some dinero off this, no doubt. But is this a scumbag maneuver from Activision? Yeah. But as I've repeated in this rambling fucking rant, I guess you're going to have to call it, they should not have known about this. There never should have been a point where Activision got wind of this. If you want to blame anybody right now for really killing this mod, blame the mod creator. Because they're the ones that decided to hand this thing out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that makes Call of Duty content. Now, I won't name names, like I said, but if you look up Modern Warfare 2 Remastered mod and you make your way past some of these other ones, you begin to understand that's my thoughts. I guess it's an opinion, but I'm really sick and tired of seeing all the videos talking about this and trying to skew it as this was just Activision's fault. Because genuinely, it's not their fault. They weren't supposed to know about this. We couldn't keep it quiet. So yeah, that's sort of the extent of this. I just wanted to get this out here and sort of a thing that people will not listen to, will not look at, because you don't need to, because this isn't really our traditional live stream. I just wanted to get this out of the way and sort of throw it out there, you know? So if you've stumbled on this on accident, I apologize, but, you know, it is what it is. The whole situation has just been funny to look at. You know, Activision has only ever gone after content like fan projects when some kind of monetary thing is involved, and I don't mean taking sales away from the big game, the one that's out. I mean, like, IWX, right? The Modern Warfare 1, 2, and like Ghost and Advanced Warfare launcher. Those guys were making some money off of that. So it made sense why they shut that one down. It always sort of does. This has just been the most recent like victim of all this. Man, this is, there's no focus here. I might make a more proper video at some point about this. Depends on how fucking annoying videos about it get. Because then I will just start pointing at the creators that they're like, well, you talked about it, and 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 you all made videos earlier in the week about it. At any point did you think about what would happen if Activision knew about this? And they knew. They knew about it when it got announced, and they were probably following it too. Because companies always follow shit when it gets announced. So yeah. If you worked on that mod, what did you think was going to happen with your hype train? And if you're a content creator who also saw this thing and went, I need the views, I need people to play this and see this and all that stuff, you know, you're at fucking fault here too. This whole situation is just stupid to me. And I don't like Activision. I don't like the way that they monetize Call of Duty in the mainline series. There's a lot I don't like about mainline Call of Duty, which makes alternate ways to enjoy that gameplay appreciated. I'm fairly certain that if you find this mod out there now, if you see people hawking this mod right now that you can play it, careful out there. That's all I'm asking. Sort of my final thoughts right now. Because you're going to start seeing people do that. They're going to upload and say, because the files have been out there. Some of these content creators are just going to fucking throw it on a Google Drive, and it'll be out there. And all I really want from COD players who are going to look at these re-uploaded ones is just be fucking careful. Because you really can't trust other people re-uploading it and it not having something else in there. You just gotta just be careful. All right? Well, on that terrible note, I think I should end this sort of disembodied Black Void rant. Because it's, you know, that's unfocused and all over the place. I'm just frustrated with the videos about the cease and desist and the through line being Activision played us. I don't know, bro. Announcing your plans is a good way to have God laugh at you. And that feels like what's happened here. So, for any future fan project creators, let me just throw this out at you. Don't fucking talk about it. Stop talking about it, okay? I'm gonna put that Woolly Versus video that I talked about in the comments of this video, this horrible, awful live stream that hopefully no one should see. Hopefully. Except that one person who's watching this. I see you. You're sitting in there. I don't know who's watching, but somebody is. Anyway, I should put this to an end. I might be back later today. I'm thinking about playing some stuff. We'll see. And at some point, I'm gonna work. Like, I gotta work out a schedule of how I actually want to do all of this, and where I want to do it, and you know, and if the other things that I may need to worry about in the situation. But yeah, my takeaway is stop talking about fan projects. Stop announcing fan projects. Don't ever tell anyone about fan projects. Keep that shit under your hat. Okay? All right. So enough of this. Let's kill this stream for right now.